And guess what? Tomorrow is the first of the month. So whenever you see this reading, keep in mind this message might be for you. Don't worry about the date. Don't worry about the time. Just know that it could resonate for you at any time, no matter how far in the future. How far in the future? Ooh, you're a fortune teller. You're a tarot reader. I can feel it already. So this message, it has a lot to do with this dream that I had that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's talk about the dream for a little bit. Okay, so the dream started off with, there was, from what I saw, there was like a mother, a father, and two daughters, right? Older women. Some of them in their 30s, some of them around 26, 36 years old. That's the age that I saw for the daughters. The mother, she could be in her 50s, she could be in her early 40s. In the dream that I had, it was very strange. This was a very emotional message. I was contemplating, should I even post this? Because I honestly didn't feel like I could, because it had me so emotional. It did trigger me, but not in a negative way. As I talk about the dream, you guys will understand a little bit more. What's up, boo? How you doing? So basically what ended up happening, I went on in my dream and I saw that there was like a big party, right? It was a big celebration. Everybody was bringing food. There was like, it was almost as if it was Thanksgiving. And I guess you guys do Thanksgiving pretty big because it was like the aluminum pans, the big pans, turkey pans full of mashed potatoes. There was chicken, there was fajita, there was pico, there was guacamole, había de todo, right? It was so much food. It looked amazing. But in the dream, I was just observing. And nobody ate the food, but the food was brought. So, because I already knew in my dream, like, okay, whenever you see food, if you eat it, you already know someone's doing something to you. But in this dream, they were just showing me the celebration. What they were celebrating was the fact that somebody's mother overcame a disease, a serious illness in her life, right? In this dream in particular, she was diagnosed with cancer. And she was either stage 3 or stage 4. And by the grace of God, by the miracle of God, she ended up being cured. She beat the cancer. After years of struggling with the cancer, she beat it. She went into remission and everybody was happy. Everybody was celebrating. I saw old school portraits in my dream from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it was before the say cheese. It was before the say cheese, bitch. It was like those badass glamour shots. You know, you get all dressed up, you put on like the furs and you know, like the moms, you know, they take their badass pictures, right? Like real airbrush, real beautiful. And in the dream, the mother that I saw, she was wearing a cowboy hat and a jean vest with like a red collar. The sleeves were cut off, super cute. It was so cute. The way she was dressed was so cute. She was wearing some girl white cowboy boots with like little like black embroidery. It looked beautiful, guys, basically. And there was like a living room where there was like a big computer there, and I saw that her husband was there, but I saw that her husband was fading in and out. By fading in and out, it to me, I saw him like here in the 3D, but then he was like leaving the 3D. So he was basically, they were basically showing me that this gentleman had passed away, that she lost her husband, that she overcame cancer. They were basically showing me this woman's journey. And the two daughters that she had were with her. They were taking care of her. They were just happy to finally have her home. She was out of the hospital, right? And the mother, I guess with time, she ended up going on a dating site and meeting someone new, which was really interesting to me. She ended up meeting a very young gentleman she ended up hooking up with. Now, at first in the dream, she had like black hair, and then the black hair turned into blonde hair. She went from having short blonde hair to having long blonde hair. So she had her hair done, and she had it in a single braid. After years of fighting cancer, her hair was finally growing back, right? From what I had seen. Well, check it. So she ended up going to Peter Piper. I guess it was like a kid's party or something. One of the daughters had a party for their child. You could be a Taurus energy. Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Or Venus sign. Or maybe that's the mom sign. Like, you'll know if this is your message. You won't have to second guess it. So they were at the Peter Piper. The kids were running around. Again, nobody was eating the food. Everybody was just there. The mom that overcame cancer, she decided to bring her new boyfriend and introduce him. So she did that. Leo energy, Taurus, Leo. So let me pull one more card. Go guys, pull one more card. Show me the zodiac signs here, Spirit. I said one more they gave me. So we got Sagittarius and Saturn. So Capricorn energies here. Heavy Sagittarius energies here. Let's see. So when she introduced the boyfriend right away, he looked like, how can I explain it? If you guys know who Chino y Nacho is, he looked like Nacho, I want to say. He had braids. I'm not sure which one is which because I kind of forgot. But he had braids from what I saw. And he looked very young. The dude looked 26. The woman looked 50. And they made a very cute couple. But I did feel that the daughter, and then these were the emotions that stood out to me the most about the dream, was the jealousy. The fucking jealousy from the daughter that how could she have a man and how come she couldn't have a man that looked like that? And the mother is older and the mother went through chemo and cancer and all this. Like, how come it wasn't her that gets to be with the man? And again, I was just observing, and the younger daughter, she was just like, well, as long as she's happy, I guess. But the older daughter was very distraught by her mom being in a relationship with someone that was younger and she wasn't in one. So that pissed her off, right? In my dream. And she sat at the table. She didn't shake hands to the dude. She didn't say hi because the dude didn't introduce himself. To me, the gentleman seemed very rude. And I was like, this is very strange. You're meeting your girlfriend's family, but you're not introducing yourself. Like, para mí, eso es falta de respeto. Like, you don't do that. That's big disrespect. Red flag on the play. So while the daughter was sitting there judging, she started to pay attention to the motives and the energy of the gentleman. The gentleman started to treat the mom like shit in front of the daughters. And the first thing that he did was kind of like, he did a little bit of the PDA. He was pulling her this and that, but the way that he was talking to her, he wasn't talking to her with respect. He wasn't treating her with respect. He was actually very disrespectful to the mother in certain ways, like pulling her. He put her inside of a trash can from what I saw. He ended up cutting her hair in the dream. Now, the hair to me is very sacred. When I see hair being cut, to me it's a sign of this gentleman is doing something to not have her protected. Now, the Three of Wands here and the Queen of Coin in reverse, to me, it's messing with her money, messing with her finances, messing with her stability, messing with who she communicates with, messing with all of her relationships, basically. To me, it's more of a sign that he's messing with her money. Like, he's only with this woman because of the money. So I had seen in the dream that the mother ended up chasing the boyfriend all through the dream, chasing him up and down, and he found her. She found him with another woman. The woman walked by, bumped into the mother very ugly, and then she said, "What, bitch? Yeah, I did this with your man. I did that with your man, and I'll do it again." And the daughters were observing, like, why is she still with him? If he's so abusive to her, and he's cheating on her, and he's cutting her hair, pulling her, lying to her, doing all this and all that, right? Doing all this messy shit. Now, the King of Swords in reverse is someone who is very fucking manipulative, especially with their words. Everything that they say, flat out lie when it comes out their mouth. They could be with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Let's see. Let's get the zodiac sign of the gentleman in the dream. What is the zodiac sign of this man? I heard Pisces. Pisces. Lots of cups energy here. It's definitely a water sign. Emperor, 7 of cups, and then the 3 of swords. So it's like this person, this gentleman is only with the mother just to fuck her over, keeping her second guessing, manipulating her just to hurt her. This is a very hurt little boy. The spirit is saying you need to watch out for your mom. You need to take care of your mom here. You really need to watch out for your mom. For those of you that are resentment towards your mom didn't treat you right, your mom's like, was not the best mom. Spirit's like, you need to forgive all that. You need to let that shit go. You guys have gone through too much not to fix your karma in this life. Not to fix your relationship. Things with parents can be very tricky, so again, this may not be pertain to everybody because I know everybody's situation with their mother is very different. For those of you dealing with narcissistic parents, this may not be your reading. This is for a family that actually wants to heal the generational trauma, okay? Alright, let's pull 10 card spread. What's the deal? What's going to happen with this man and the mom? Okay, so I'm hearing that this gentleman is going to ask her to actually get married. So this is not going to stop here. I do feel like in some way this could be some type of generational thing that your mom needs to clear out. If she's not able to clear it out, you may need to end up doing it in your life. So it doesn't come back to bite you in the butt, especially if you're the older sister and you have been looking for love, or you want to find love, but you don't know how to attain love, or you don't know how to attract a good person. It's not that you can't, it's just that there's a part of you that's unhealed that is deciding not to do that. The spirit is like, please just take my advice, do your best with what you can do, and just be there for her. Give her the courage that she needs to be able to walk away from this abusive person. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I woke up from the dream, I was livid. I was so pissed off. Like literally, I messaged my sister right away. I was like, dude, I had a dream about this, about mom, but it wasn't even my mom because it didn't even look like her, but it pissed me off. Because I had lost my mom about 12 years ago. I lost my mom to cancer. So to see a woman that overcame and survived that and has her family still. Rest in peace to her husband that passed away. She didn't have nobody. But I understand the need and the want not to be alone and to want to move on. And then you get somebody and you're afraid to let them go. Because you think that that's going to be it for you because of your age. And that's all you think that you're going to get. But that's not true. You can get yourself someone else. Someone else is going to take care of you. So I don't know if you're the mama watching this reading or you're the daughter, but I kind of feel like it's a bit of both here. Your situation does not have to end like this. This situation with this younger man, if you're the mama watching, let me tell you, it's not going to work in the long term. Yeah, you already knew it was going to fail, though. I ain't telling you nothing that you don't already know. This person's going to have you in poverty out on the street, boo. You already feel like this. Don't let this manifest into your life. No. This person is a weapon that was formed against you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, bitch. I don't want you to fall for the temptation, for the pretty packaging of what this person, what you think this person is to you. Because they're literally nothing to you. I swear to you, when I woke up and I got all the details back and I was like, okay, so the mama met the dude in the dating app. The second I woke up, I was like, well, you know what? I got kids. I'm not sick. I don't have blonde hair. But you know what? I'm deleting the dating app. So I deleted my dating app. I was like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Don't be tempted by a pretty rapper just because you think it looks pretty when it really isn't shit. I literally saw this man showering her in a garbage can. Like throwing water at her. Throwing away her belongings. Throwing away memories of her. Throwing away pictures of her. Fucking up everything that she had worked hard to attain and that the family before her did for her. Se lo estaba tirando en la basura. Throwing it out in the street because he didn't give a fuck. Throwing shit in the street. Pissing on her clothes. Like literally doing the most to break her down. And I woke up. When I woke up out of the dream, I swear to you, collective, I was in tears. And I said, how can a woman that overcame cancer invite another cancer back into her life just so they can take it all? Now, for some of you guys, this hasn't manifested. This is just someone you're just getting to know. But the second that you start to see those red flags and you don't notice them right the fuck away, please walk away. This is not the season for you to waste your time. This is not going to be the only one. You caught this fish, throw it back, go get you another one. You caught a baby fish. This person's too young for you. They don't stimulate you mentally or emotionally. They just have you feeling like everything is fun. They don't know anything about life. ¿Qué te van a enseñar? Como estar tirado en la calle. Is that what they're going to show you? No, honey. No, honey. This person is performing humiliation rituals. And I'm hearing, here we go again with the witchcraft. This is a form of witchcraft because this is a spiritual attack. So I don't know who you are, but you just got rid of the cancer. Why invite the cancer back into your life? Make that make sense to me because it don't make sense. You are a stronger individual than that. You know what kind of a tough bitch you gotta be to overcome a fucking illness that almost fucking killed you? Don't let this person come in and take it from you. Do not. You don't deserve that shit. I'm seeing someone with a cut lip or a busted lip. This person, all that they're doing, all they're going to do is just hack your shit, get through your shit, search through your emails, act crazy, jealous, have explosive fucking episodes. That's all I'm seeing from this individual. False beliefs, like you pretending that this person is the one that you actually want. When I see the owl in this card, this to me is like a messenger. A big messenger. And to me, like when I see owls, yo pienso en Santa Muerte because I work with her. And mommy's right here. She's on my altar. And she's on my arm. So I have mom here. So maybe you work with Santa Muerte, maybe you don't, maybe you've been curious about her. But when I see her, and it's just like, it's like a warning so you can get it ahead of time. So this person doesn't suck you dry. You guys need to get with other women that have been in your situation. You're going to become a big inspiration to other women overcoming everything that you did. Women supporting women here. You may even hear down the grapevine, I dare you. Get his picture posted on one of those fucking, not the T app. What's the name of that fucking app? Are we dating the same guy? Post him in some of those groups anonymously. You'll see how many bitches he's got on the side. And there's a bunch of them. But he's got a main bitch. He's got a main bitch that has been his main side bitch. But he's showing you off. But I'm hearing for the Fetty. For the Fetty. You're like, girl, but I don't even really get that much. Well, I don't know if you get a little chequecito. I don't know what kind of check you get. I don't know what kind of money you get. Or whatever it is. But whatever it is what he's using, what he wants. But he doesn't ask me for money. He just asks me to go use my car. He drives around. He does this. He's got errands. What errands if he ain't got no job, mami? Si ni trabaja. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time on this bomb. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Strength and vulnerability. It's time for you to have a sit down with your kids, or if you're the daughters watching this, because I feel like I'm talking to the mother directly. It's time for you to talk to your kids and explain the situation of what's really going on. Be honest, be open, be upfront. You could say, Mija, you're scared. Mija, this is what's going on. I need help. You know, you ask for help. If you feel that you're ready to receive it. Now, remember I had said in the dream I had seen that the mother had a husband, pero que se falleció el esposo. So if you look at this woman, she's sitting at this table. This is just confirmation from Spirit, y'all. Spirit, thank you so much for this message. But you see this woman right here. She's mourning the loss of her deceased husband. And ahí está la silla vacía. Empty chair. And it's just her. And she's reminiscing and she's thinking about everything. Hold what's absent in the presence of your love. So the relationship that you have with your person that passed away, que descansa en paz, has ascended to a different level. Now they may not be here physically anymore with you, but that doesn't make the relationship any less valuable or the fact that it can't keep growing. If there's one thing that I've learned in this life, when you lose someone that you love, el amor nunca se muere. It just keeps growing. And I say that with a lot of sentimiento, because I know what it's like to lose a person that you're in love with. And then they're not here. Duele. But it's a cycle of life, my love, and you can't be afraid to live your life. And you can't be afraid to want more. And I can only say this so many times. Don't fall for the pretty package. Because not everything that looks good and smells good is bueno para ti o para tu alma. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. So with what you're going through and what you've been going through, I guarantee you've gone through worse things than this, with more pain than this. So your tolerance level is really high, but that doesn't mean you have to allow that in your life. Fuck the stress, right? You can take it, you can put up with it. No, you should not have to. You don't need to. This is the moment for you to just be at peace and have peace in your life. Why are you so afraid of being just with yourself for the moment? That's the real question you should be asking yourself. ¿Por qué tienes miedo a estar sola just for a little bit and waiting for someone new? If you pulled this young motherfucker, what makes you think you can't pull someone else that's better? Hay mejor. There's a lot more better options out there than this. You could use a cleanse too, because I'm feeling like a lot of evil eye. Voice. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Now when I see this card, this is not just a message for you guys, but I feel it's also partially a message for myself, because I've been through something like this before. I know a lot of you don't know my story because you hardly ever see me on YouTube, but for those of you that do know, when I was 20, I got married, right? I was really young. I was real young. I didn't know anything about marriage, girl. I don't know how to be a wife then. I had to learn fast. But that marriage was the biggest awakening I've ever had. That person put me through so much humiliation and pain that I allowed. And I stayed for 3 years. And I nearly lost my life so many times. Even all the physical attacks, all the abuse, the gun violence in the home. I'm not gonna be too specific, but I can share this with you. Leaving was the easy part. Staying away was the hardest part. Staying away from that is the hardest part. That should literally, like, having a person like that in your life, it'd be like the cancer. It's like cancer. They deprive you of everything, your feelings, your emotions, what you believe to be rational. They try to flip it and make you think they try, but they don't succeed because you understand right from wrong, whereas they just want to make their own rules and want to make you and control you, dominate you in those ways, and then expect you to still be happy. The first year of being by myself was the hardest year because I felt like there was something wrong with me. I felt like I didn't deserve love, or I wanted love, but I didn't know how to get it. I felt broken. I didn't understand my feelings. Like, I'm out, I'm free. But when you keep a bird in a cage too long, they want to keep going back to that same cage, or they just want to kind of like hide. And that was something that I went through, and it took me years to heal from. I mean, years. So what I ended up doing to heal my trauma was I started to make things, I started to create things, I started to journal. I just did anything and everything that I could, not to avoid it, but as I would, let's say, make ribbons or hair bows or things like that, or nails, I would process a lot of my feelings and emotions, and I would journal them on the side. So maybe start with doing something in regards to your creativity, because you have the creative card here, creative power. Release your alchemical energy into the world. So they're asking you, collective, to transmute that pain of yours into power. Become the alchemist in your life. Take control. What can you do to turn that pain and that burden into something that's beautiful? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things you could do. I don't care if you want to make food. I don't care if you want to give it out. I don't care if you want to sell lemonade or make mugs. You motherfucking do it, bitch, because you feel that's what you need to do. Bottom of the deck is emptied. The ending, the beginning, lie at either side of the same door. So this is an ending, but this is also a great new beginning for you personally. Should I turn on the light? It's kind of dark in here. Even though I got all the candles going. You're the creator of your universe. Take back control. Collective, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope the person that needed to hear it heard it, and I feel like you did. Comment, message received. I will see you guys later.